Right, let's try this video today. It's let's see, the middle of June. Just going to give you an update on my garden. I'll go around all my plants that I've got. I'm going to have to be brave now and go out in my garden because, as you can see, I live in a housing estate and neighbours, they're probably used to me doing mad things out in the garden, but they wonder who she's talking to. I did just download a editing software, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to use it yet. I think I need a few practice runs, and perhaps maybe I could do some voiceovers. So let's just go around the garden and we'll talk about my plants and what I've got growing out here. This is the dianthus, one of my favourites. This is really growing lovely. Look at all of these. It needs a lot of deheading, or deadheading, should we say. Put a few of those off now. We've had a lot of rain, so it's sort of taken over, but there's also a lot of flowers that have died off, so I need to remove a lot of those. Didn't get round to doing my hanging baskets yet. This is a wisteria. Doesn't really like that pot that it's in, so I need to think about what I need to do about that pot to make it happier. Doesn't help that there's this big, I think this is a sycamore, that's just self-seeded into a plant pot in there. I need to take that out, but the roots are stuck into the pot, so I can't really remove it. We move along to this disaster area in the corner. I had to move that away from the wall because I had a dog that I was minding that I was worried was going to jump over into the neighbour's wall. Now this is the dreaded Himalayan honeysuckle that is just taking over the garden. It's not a native species of Ireland, but apparently it's prominent here. And once it comes into your garden, it's very hard to get rid of. So this is self-seeded here that I need to remove. This is my sweet peas. They went very dry, which you can see at the bottom there. It's very dry. So when I watered it, that's why I've got all these leaves like this. I was picking it out. There's a bramble in there. I pricked my finger with the bramble. But they are coming along nicely now, even if they are a little bit yellow looking where they went dry and then they probably had too much water. That's my fatsia. Cut that back every year and it grows up. I cut it right back to the, you can see I cut it right back to the bottom, and it just seems to grow up again and again. Here's the dreaded Himalayan honeysuckle. This is the bit, I've cut that back to literally ground level, and it's grown up again and will increase, keep growing over the summer. I have more bramble growing in the middle of that. Need to cut that back. May get a few blackberries this year. Not sure what this tree is, but I did cut that one back to nothing as well over the winter. Again, a self-seeded tree full of thorns. Again, Himalayan honeysuckle taking over. This little bush here, I'm not sure what this bush could be, but again I cut that right back to the roots, and up it's grown again. Australian bottle brush. Planted that in memory of my uncle, but again it got hit by the frost, so it's not looking the best. This was supposed to be a small shrub, but it's taken over my rockery. At the back there I've got a lilac, a white lilac. That was painted, planted in memory of one of my neighbour's dogs. This is my memorial garden of one of my elderly friends. All her plants that she gave me, even back to her mother's garden many years ago, are here from cuttings. This was a tiny cutting, but it's just expanded each year, seems more so since she's passed away. I think I've got a rowan tree there, more self-seeding. Forsythia. That was a little Daphne tree, it's not doing great here.